Rather than wishing someone a very happy birthday,
could you please move to take note, Senator Bragg?
Well, I move to take note, and in doing so, of course, I note for the record that the Coalition wishes Senator Wong a very happy birthday. I won't break into song here because I might shock other senators and try and show respect to colleagues.
Yes, I'd have to sit you down, Senator Bragg.
Right, yes, thank you very much. Well, it is a very disappointing response, I have to say, Minister, because this is not a new issue, and there is a sense in the response from the Minister this is all new and they had to go down to the Treasury and rustle a few rats together and get a few pieces of paper and try and find on the servers what the dogs and the rats hadn't actually eaten down there in the Treasury building at Langton Crescent. I mean, the fact is that this issue, in terms of the governance at Housing Australia and the bin fire that it's become, was initially the subject of a Freedom of Information request by me back in December 2024. Now, in response, the Treasury, I imagine as directed by the Labor government, replied using an exemption, neither confirm nor deny the existence of this report. Now, if they had read the FOI Act that they seek to gut, they would know that you cannot use a confirm nor deny exemption except in relation to national security or in relation to Parliamentary Budget Office documents. Now, the last time I looked, the governance bin fire at Housing Australia, which has billions and billions of dollars of taxpayer funds but doesn't build houses, had nothing to do with national security or anything to do with the Parliamentary Budget Office. Now, this is an embarrassing step that we expose at Senate estimates, that the government is now asking the Treasury to effectively make up exemptions which are not available to the department in order to cover up documents. And so this is not a new process. We have been seeking these documents for some time. There was an admission at Senate estimates that this particular document exists. We've asked for that on notice, but this is a separate legal process, the order for production of documents. Now, the Minister doesn't like that we're using the Senate's powers to get access to documents, but maybe the government should reflect upon its dreadful FOI record that citizens and senators alike find it very hard to get any information. And the idea now that they've sort of said the quiet part out loud that they're promoting is the gutting of the FOI laws put in place by Malcolm Fraser, because Malcolm Fraser believed that the government would work better for the citizens if people had information about the activities of government. I mean, it's a pretty simple job being an opposition senator. Our job is to make sure that the government do not misappropriate funds, make sure they get good value for taxpayers, and make sure that they don't run programs in a way which is not in the public interest. And so that's what we're seeking to do. We're not seeking to have the world record number of orders of production. I mean, this is not— I mean, no one gets out of bed every day and says, you know, I really want to be the subject of Senator Gallagher's speech in the Senate about how many OPDs I've made. I mean, the point of doing it is because we're trying to get to the bottom of things. That's the point. That's the point. I can assure you, no one gives a rat's about how many orders are made by this place. People would expect us to come here to this bush capital and actually do things. I mean, we're supposed to do things here, and in our role, we're trying to get to the bottom of things. So the point I make is the government's judgment appears to be that it doesn't want to provide this document through this process. Now, that appears to be the case because we've been seeking the document for 9 or 10 months now, a long time, and so I would expect that unless the government want to have more problems with the management of the chamber, that in the end they will do what they've done with the Briggs review and provide it in some form, because there's no other result we could accept. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing our job. So we're worried about the maladministration at Housing Australia because it has a lot of money. It has billions of dollars of taxpayer funds. It doesn't build houses. It spends a lot of money on executive salaries and recruitment and legal and retrenchments and other sort of things that really do raise a lot of questions. But it's also the subject of this governance probe. You have spent $24,000 of taxpayer funds on a governance probe, which you're saying that you won't give us or you might not give us. So in the end, we will get the document because we will work with the senators to ensure that the government provides us the information in the way that the law dictates. And if the government doesn't do that, then we'll have, I guess, lengthy question times and lots of complaints. So in the end, I'm sure we'll get the document.